Call Halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachak Yahweh, being the true name of the Father, as the word English calls God. Yahweh Shai being the true name of the Son, as the word English calls Jesus Christ. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, along with the Holy Spirit who taught me this truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect and to the brothers that's pushing this truth and sincerity, risking life and freedom to do so. And shalom to the brothers and sisters that are listening and learning. This is your brother Labar coming at you with another lesson in truth. The name of this lesson is going to be entitled, Jesus Could Not Have Been the Savior Name. Alright, Jesus could not have been the Savior name. We're going to show you proof without a shadow of a doubt. Alright, so let's get in. We're going to do one step at a time. Alright, make it very simple. Alright, because if you're just waking up, even if you're in the truth, you can learn from off this lesson. Alright, so let's go here. Alright, show you something real quick. Okay, and the letter J was not invented to 1524. So that's a right now we got a problem, right? Let's go to this real quick. Wikipedia. Slovakia. I wanted to show you something else. Let's go here. Dictionary.com. Alright, so the letter J was created in 1524. Alright, so let's read this piece of information. Both I and J were used interchangeably by scribes to express the sound of both the vowel and the consonant. Right? It wasn't until 1524 when Gian Giorgio Trissino and the Italian Renaissance grammar known as the father of the letter J. So the letter J was created in 1524. So how the hell can his name be Jesus? All right, and that's just simple math, man. All right, let me show you this real quick. We're making it as simple as we possibly can. All right, we want ABC this thing, man. All right. All right, and this is this chart I pulled up. Yahweh Shah was born around 4 BC, right? All right, and he died in 30 AD, right? So at that time, it was no J's into existence. So how the hell can his name be Jesus? That's simple, man. All right, and if you jump up in the time frame, let's go to the Reformation in 1517. You see right here when it says the Reformation. Around that time frame, the letter J came into existence. So if the letter J didn't exist in Yahweh Shah time, they got to tell you something that was not his name. It's simple. It's simple as that. It's nothing complicated about what I'm showing you. All right, so let's go to this information here. And then we're going to prove scriptures that go into this as well. And this is out this book I got, man. This book a little bugged out, but it does have some good information in it. It said the name Jesus is not the original Hebrew name for, I'm just going to read it as it is, for the Christ. All right, therefore it should not be used. Number 2, the name Jesus is a pseudonym for the Greek god Zeus. All right. Number 3, the letter J was not in the Old English language, and therefore Jesus could not possibly be the appropriate name for the Messiah. All right, that's simple. So I'm showing you proof that we're going to hear some scriptures and we're going to dive a little bit more deep into that. So the so-called white man gave you that name, Jesus. That's why I've been telling you everything that you've been told was a lie. You have to shake the brainwash. You got to shake the lies, man. All right, the white man finessed you. He told you nothing but lies, and he convinced you of these lies. And these lies been taught to your people generationally. So that's the reason why it's so hard to shake it, man. It's almost like a crack addiction or something. You know what I'm saying? To be graphic about it. All right, or some kind of heroin addiction. All right, that name Jesus, and a lot of people they swear up and down that that name has power in it. And that's a dead name. And they go to show you that our people are severely brainwashed and brain dead in some cases. All right, the Lord gave you your brain to use it, not just sit on top of your head, man. All right, so let me show you something else. And we doing ABC. There's nothing confusing about what I'm presenting to you. All right. All right. And it said, I just typed in, what is the real What is Jesus' real name? You know, I have to use that name. I hate that name. All right. And they even understand that it wasn't no Jesus at the time. Even though they're going off on the name Yeshua, which in the ancient Hebrew there's no E's and no U's. You can find my lesson about that. All right, let's read this. Due to numerous translations in the Bible that you got, that's another thing. It's a translation. All right. So the Old Testament was originally written in ancient Hebrew. All right, and it was translated into English, man. All right, and the New Testament, so-called, was originally written in Greek, and it was translated into English as well, man. King James was the so-called black man that had them to translate the Bible from Hebrew and Greek into English, man. So you have to understand that history. So what you're reading is a translation. It's not his original language. A lot of people think Yahweh Shah and Jesus, as you know, spoke English. That's bugged out, man. And he was a Hebrew Israelite and he spoke Hebrew. We're gonna prove that as well. All right. So let's go. Let's go hit some scriptures, man. All right. And we was warned of these things. That's why we warning you. So let's go to Acts. If you're just waking up to the truth, or even if you're in the truth, it's gonna be edifying. This is the book of Acts 26 and 14. And when they were fallen to the earth, I heard a voice speaking unto me, saying in the Hebrew tongue, not the English tongue, not Jesus, right? In the Hebrew tongue, that's simple. Saul. This is Paul before he got his name changed. This is Paul before he got his name changed to Paul. His name used to be Saul. All right, Saul, and this is red letter. So who is talking? So-called Jesus, as you know. This would be Yahweh Shah talking, and he's talking to Paul in the Hebrew tongue. All right. Why persecute thou me? It is hard for thee to kick against the pricks, man. That's a cut on everything. That's a cut on the madness, man. So let's keep moving on. And that name Jesus is a dead name. You got to shake that brainwash, man. And for our people, they can watch this lesson. They still not going to wake up. You know what I'm saying? We're going to jump up on this. And this was a part of the Bible that they took out. It's called the Apocrypha. And it's a very powerful book that they took out. All right? And that's look for a particular part here. All right? Salakia. And we're going to start at the top when it say, for the same things uttered. Salakia. For the same things uttered. All right? So we're going to read this. For the same things uttered in Hebrew. So the same thing said in Hebrew, right? And translated into another tongue. All right? So the current Bible that you have is a translation into English, whether it be an NIV, whether it be whatever version you have. That's English. You have to know what language. Do you know what? People don't even know what language they be reading a lot of times. All right? This English you read, man. So, you know, Yahweh Shah, Jesus, as you know, spoke Hebrew, and he had a Hebrew name. His name wasn't Jesus. That's an English name, first off. All right? When we was warned of this. Okay? But the same things translated in another tongue have not the same force in them, so it don't have the same effect. Even though our people believe that in they crazy mind, man, at times. All right? They believe that there's power in that name, Jesus. That's a dead name. That's an idolatry name. That's an idol. All right. Not only these things, but the law itself and the prophets and the rest of the books have no small difference when they are spoken in their own language. That's a cut on everything. So you have to understand the Hebrew. All right. And not the modern Hebrew. All right. When they got the vowels in the E, O, and U. Because a lot of people go into the name Yahuwah. I've been seeing a lot of that madness. And it's spelled with a U in it. You know, Y-A-U something. All right. That's modern Hebrew. That's Yiddish. That's not the original Hebrew. All right. And why is this important? And it's very important to get this name correct. Because it's going to lead to your salvation. Proverbs 30 and 4. All right. Who have ascended into heaven or descended? Who have gathered the wind in his fists? Who have bound the waters in his garment? Who have established all the ends of the earth? What is his name and what is his son's name? If thou can tell us. So this how important this is, man. The name. Throughout the scripture, you keep emphasizing the name. The real believers, the elect, go know the name of the nation of Israel. All right. They gonna know the name. They're not gonna kind of get the name right. All right. So let's put them on precept. Let's go to Acts 4:21. We're not making none of this up. This all through the scriptures, man. Acts 4:21. Salak, give me 1 second. All right, Salakia. This is the book of Acts 4:12. Neither is there salvation in any other. So this is going to lead to your salvation, your deliverance, man. This place is about to be destroyed. All right. But there is none other name under heaven. You hear what this is saying? This is how important this is. Given among men whereby we must be saved. Yahweh is the God as you know, and Yahweh Shai is so-called Jesus as you know. You have to get those names correct. God and Jesus are dead names. And I know how people get really emotional and they like to double down in their madness and say, well, I don't care what you're saying. I'm going to believe what I want to believe. And that's the problem. It's going to lead to your destruction. People think they can finesse the Most High. You can't finesse the Most High. All right? You can't get emotional about, this because this on you. You making this decision, it can lead to life or death. All right? So concerning the name Jesus, that's a dead name. Stop using it, man. All right? I just showed you proof. Call Allah Yahweh. By Hashem Yahushua. By Hashem Rachakwada. Shalom.